Hello, Collective. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message will find you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in. There is a person here, okay, that is watching you or is looking at you. I'm hearing vibrational match. This person is judging that the two of you are a vibrational match, but this person is at a distance from you. So they want to come towards you. But right now they are at a distance from you. They're watching you. They're watching kind of how things are kind of playing out. They're playing it by ear. Yeah. They're hidden right now. Their emotions and them in general is hidden. So I don't think this is a person that you might know this person, but you might not know them. You might know them by a screen name. You might know them by an Instagram handle or something like that, but you might not know them by their actual real name. You also might know them by like a stage name or some kind of like a performer's name or a stage name, but you might not know their actual real name, or you might not know their real person, right? Yeah, I just heard influencer, so this person could be an influencer. And they might have like a channel or something where they don't really show their face. They don't really show their face. They haven't done like a face reveal or anything like that in whatever business or whatever it is they're doing, okay? But this person wants to know that their commitment for you, okay, this person's commitment for you is growing, because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. This person was dealing with something that was really holding them back or slowing them down in their process of coming towards you, whether or not this person is actively understanding that the process that they're doing, or like whatever they're doing in their life, is actually actively bringing them towards you and thus bringing them toward higher commitment, or they are actively saying, I want to work on myself to the point where I am coming into commitment with collective, right? But this person is working on themselves. This person is working on their stability. They're working on their material wealth, the material abundance, as well as their spiritual abundance. I really think they want, yeah, High Priestess. So this person they are keeping it secret. They are keeping it hush hush for now. They're keeping it on the down low. They're keeping their feelings to themselves for right now. They could be trying to manifest you and kind of doing like a keeping their goals to themselves kind of thing that they're doing with you right now. They're also following their intuition, following their gut instincts, right? But again, Four of Pentacles, this is definitely somebody that you don't know is interested in you. This is definitely somebody that's been holding themselves back, but like I said, also keeping their intuitive hints to themselves, okay? This person is kind of juggling back and forth right now, perhaps maybe deciding what path to take forward, or they're in the process of making a decision, or they just have a lot on their plate right now. They're making a lot of different decisions about their life. They are ready for a passionate new beginning. They're also very physically attracted to you, as well as like spiritually feeling very attracted to you. I just heard soulmates. This person could definitely feel like there's soulmate energy between the two of you. They want a brand new start to happen here. But also, this person has been dealing with this Ten of Swords here, this person has been dealing with some kind of betrayals or some kind of end of a karmic cycle, trying to shut out some kind of something that they see as a barrier or obstacle in their way. That's when they were in this Knight of Swords, or sorry, not Knight of Swords, but this Knight of Pentacles energy. They were dealing with this kind of something that was holding them back. That could be, whatever they went through in this situation right here could have been what taught them the lesson of keeping their manifestations, keeping their business to themselves and not really sharing it, not really spreading it. They could have in the past told somebody that they thought was very close to them their plans or their wants to be interested in you or come towards you, or just in general the things that they wanted with their life, and they are recovering from some kind of end of a cycle here with somebody. Yeah, it's really coming off to me as somebody from their past, okay? But this person has actually received a huge blessing, and I definitely feel like this person is getting into the mindset where they feel like them going through this betrayal was actually a blessing, because it revealed the truth of what this person is. Confirmation back there with the timer going off. Oh wow, just 1 second. Sorry about that. Also, sorry if there's any like really major I see the glare coming when the sunlight is coming in my kitchen window. It's early morning here, so the glare is kind of being very it's very prominent right now. I see another card that's flipped over here, but also the card that flipped out and that landed on the floor is actually the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is in this circumstance I would read it as attachments, codependency ending. Flying out of the spread means that they are done, right? They are realizing that this betrayal, that this energy that they dealt with, that's why they're realizing it's a blessing, because they were actually codependent. And actually, whatever this was in the past was actually really holding them back, was keeping them from maturing, which was keeping them, maybe even they're identifying it as energy blocks, or like blocks in their blessings. And so as soon as they cut this energy out of their life, this person, this yeah, it's really giving me like a person. Like once they cut this person out of their life and they realize what it was, like, wow, did material blessings come like just abound, just like coming in for them. And it was this really deep lesson for them, and not hesitating, cutting away people who clearly don't serve them. So it's like this person is like, yes, I learned that lesson. It's a part of their destiny. It's a part of their path. And they realize, they realize here that sharing their manifestations or sharing their goals with everybody is not really the way to go, or at least definitely sharing them with people who have the same energy of whoever this person was in their past. Okay. And now that this person has this brand new idea, they're taking it, right? They're taking it and they're running with it. Now that they see that it works, they're like, oh, there it is. There's the key to my success. Here's this brand new blessing. So I'm going to take this brand new blessing, this brand new passion, this brand new understanding that I have here, and I'm going to start a journey here. So this person is starting off here on a new page, as a page of wands, with a new mindset. 2, behind that somewhere, okay, wow, okay. I was just about to say, when this deck halved itself, before I set itself down, the King of Wands was on the back. So it was the King of Wands was here. So this person is definitely on a journey now of learning lessons. And wow, okay. Ugh, keep dropping that. Sorry. And Emperor, right? Emperor's on the back of the deck. This person is gathering up, right, the different lessons in their life that they need to learn about, gathering up all of the all of the lessons that come along with accomplishing, right, those kings, because like the Emperor is all the kings put together, right? So this person is kind of like puzzle piecing themselves together, learning the lessons on their way to becoming an emperor. Good for you. Good for you, okay? Many blessings. If this is you and you identify this as you, many blessings on you. Good for you, okay? Exactly. So now the pathway forward seems to be very illuminated to them. It seems to be very clear. Like they understand. Okay, so either I can ignore this and I could go backwards and stay where I was, or I can learn this lesson, bet, okay, I got it, and I can take this and move forward and really build a new foundation on this right here. Yeah. So they also are realizing along with this lesson that they seriously have feelings for somebody. Okay. Or they maybe perhaps even this is a lesson with a karmic energy here, that they're like, okay, so I'm on my way to becoming an emperor. I'm realizing the type of person, the type of partner, the type of energy that I want to connect to. Now that I'm learning from this betrayal and this karmic attachments that I had in the past energy, now I'm learning now that I know what I don't want, that really points me in the direction what I do want. And this person wants to concentrate on what they do want. And in the past, I'm going to be honest with you. In the past, I feel like this person's giving me the impersonation that what was on the outside mattered more to this person in the past. And now it's something closer to what's on the inside. Like what's in your heart? Like who is this person at their soul? Like who are they really? Not what they look like on the outside, not, the job they hold and things like that, the material wealth and things. What is the truth of this person? Who are they really at their soul? And so they're on a brand new beginning, kind of on this fool's journey here of taking a leap of faith towards something, which I'm going to guess, since we were talking about this is a person that's at a distance from you looking at you, that's going to be you, that's going to be you. It's going to be a person like you, or a person that's energetically matched and aligned to who you are, right? This person was definitely put in a situation where, yes, there was third-party energies that were really affecting them, that needed to be cut, right? Ties that needed to be that karmic ties, soul ties, things like that. Hangman energy, right? And Spirit kind of like put this person, okay, Spirit definitely put this person in a position to learn that, right? So yeah, in the past, maybe perhaps they were in a relationship, more so with a no. I'm sorry. What this is representing here is that they want somebody that has also learned the same lesson here. The lesson of You know, not dealing with karmics, not dealing with that, understanding the correlation between the people that you keep around you, showing up in your manifestation, showing up in your lack. So this person is looking for somebody who has abundance in their life because they have learned the lesson of, I know who to keep around me and who not to keep around me, right? Yeah. Definitely. And in the past, yeah, that they could have been chasing after, again, somebody who was a little bit more about the wealth on the outside and less about, this person was like, I worried simply about the wealth and abundance that was on the outside, not what was on the inside, right? And this person is like, I want somebody now whose wealth on the outside is a reflection of how much love and sincerity and loyalty and how much of a good person they are on the inside. I want to make sure that wealth and abundance that's surrounding them actually matches the person that they are on the inside, right? Yeah, they want a vibrational match. They want a soulmate energy connection here. They want that tower moment. They want those sparks, but it needs to be more than just the sparks, right? It needs to be more than just, wow, it needs to be something deeper than that. And I feel like this person is definitely, they either directly have their eyes on you, seeing, kind of testing the water, seeing that you're that type of person, or they, like I said, they're looking for a person. Yeah, yeah. But they're definitely at a distance, like choosing their path forward. This person is definitely on a crossroads here of choosing their path. And they've made their decision to dead what was so in the past and to go through this rebirth energy here within themselves. Um okay, so we're gonna talk for a quick second about the past. What was this what was this betrayal energy that this person in the past went through? Because I see that there's some kind of information here. Okay. This could involve a child or children for this person because the Emperor came out. I really feel like, yeah, this person is saying, okay, because I don't like this saying because I think it's messed up, because I don't like the saying that people have like mommy issues or daddy issues, because how are you gonna blame the child for the fact that the parent wasn't there the way that they were supposed to be, right? Like, how you gonna be mad at me because my dad was a piece of shit? Like, what? So yeah, I got issues because my dad was a piece of crap. And I didn't like bounce back and not have issues with that. Like, oh, okay, my bad. But anyway, it is our responsibility at the end of the day to, to fix ourselves and change those things with, or to heal those wounds within us. And it's not fixing ourselves, but it's, changing those wounds within us, right? It is our responsibility to do that, but I just don't really like that saying. But anyway, I feel like this person is saying that they felt like they had to, if they don't feel like they had to, if it doesn't have to do with them having children with this person in the past, if they are still, if they aren't a parent yet, there's something along the lines here of like having to step up. It's like somebody, I'm hearing like competing with a father figure. So I don't know if their person in the past was always like, my dad does this, my dad does that, my dad has to approve of you. And it's always like chasing after this approval. Or if it was somebody that they identified had some really deep father wounds that they just didn't want to heal, and it was really negatively affecting their relationship. But there was this sense of being placed inside a role that they didn't feel like right with. Yeah, there was some kind of really serious, like, energetic imbalance here with this person in their past. And it really gives me the sense of, like, yeah, it gives me this weird sense of this person had a very odd relationship with their father. Um, Whether their father was in this karmic's life or not, There's this weird relationships around a masculine, maybe perhaps even staying codependent, overly dependent, attaching themselves to a masculine, maybe even some kind of like baby trap energy, possibly even, yeah, maybe having to chase after the affection of men, like multiple men, because there's this sense of like finding out there was competition here, or finding out there's this feeling of comparison with this Five of Swords here, like always comparing me to your dad. If this karmic had their father in their life, it's like living up to some impossible standard. It's like, I'm not your dad though, like I'm somebody else. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting. If this karmic didn't have their dad in their life, it's kind of almost the sense of like maybe even sleeping around, or like cheating, or doing something. It's like always chasing after some kind of father figure here. Like, but the main problem that this person has identified is this person didn't want to heal. They didn't want to change. They didn't want to heal. They didn't see it as a problem. They thought it was fine that they could be out there. Ooh, oh my God. Almost said that. That they could be out here laying on their back and using their mouth to do things, okay? And this person said this person's out here S-ing and effing whoever they want to, and that's a no. Like, I'm not kissing you after I know you've had half my friends in your mouth, okay? No thank you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's this feeling of like fight for me. Like stirring up competition, right? Like stirring up, causing issues. Like this could be a person that like goes around, this could be like a type of person that goes around and like dates around within a friend circle, you know? And it's like causing all these issues with, you know, like turning their back on their friends and doing all this and causing all their issues. Yeah, it's some kind of situation like that. Like, whoa. Some kind of drama. This person's realizing, like, I don't want that drama. I'm not about that. Like, I'm not about that. I'm about somebody who loves me for me and loves me for who I am, who's building themselves, who, again, is showing, like, their outer appearance actually reflects what's inside. Like, you're beautiful on the outside because that reflects the beauty that's inside. And this person is honestly saying, when I was young, okay, I was young and dumb and full of you know what, and I chased after what made that part of me happy, you know, thinking with the wrong head sort of type information. And also, it's like it was just about what it looked like on the outside. It didn't matter if this person actually had substance on the inside. And this person is like, I'm not about that anymore. Like, I've officially learned my lesson when it comes to that. Like, I'm really not about that. You know, I'm not about that. Like, it's time for me to settle down. Right? It's time for me to settle down. This person might have even realized that they were surrounded by a bunch of very negative friends in their life because, again, yes, blame does need to be placed on the karmic here who was going around, you know, y'all two were in a relationship, but this person is also like, damn, like you're my friend, or you're my brother, or you're my family, like I shouldn't have to worry about you being with my partner. Like, are you it doesn't matter if she comes on to you, right? There was some TikTok, was it a TikTok or a short YouTube short or something like that, that was like these guys talking, and it was this guy saying he had been the person that had slept with a friend's girlfriend, and he was like, from my point of view, like, you should be grateful, you should be thankful, I'll let you know that she was a snake. You know, I was being a real friend by showing you who she truly was. And then somebody had stitched it together and they let that part of it play. And then they were just like, no, fam, you showed me that I had two snakes in my life. So appreciate you. Right? It's like, no, you didn't show me that my girl was a snake. You also showed me that you're a snake too. If you were a real friend, you would have just came to me with the messages or came to me with the proof that she was trying to get it. You wouldn't have actually taken it all the way through and actually bedded her and then been like, yo, fam, like, I want you to know, like, I slept with your girl and she's a snake. Like, you a snake too. Like, you don't have to take it all the way to prove to me that she'd cheat on me or something like that. Like, what you mean? Yeah. It's something like that where this person is kind of really growing up and realizing that the people that they keep around them, they really needed to kind of cut some of it out because it wasn't serving their highest purpose at all. All right, so definitely this person is saying like, they're just like, they're realizing, like, they're thinking, like, back in the day, there might have been a time in my life when I had been like, oh, like, yeah, you're right. She is the snake. She is the problem. And then they would have kept that person in their life. They would have kept that friend in their life. Like, oh, he or she, oh, they really have my back. Okay. But this person is saying, like, nah, like, I'm not about that anymore. This person said they feel like their mind changing, how they, like, they're maturing. They feel their minds maturing and changing, and they're just like, like, I know what I want now, is what this person is saying. And they're learning how to be positive, like, healthy like, healthy in a selfish in a healthy way, where they are learning how to prioritize themselves, and they are learning that self-love looks a lot different than they thought that it looked in the past, right? Right? In the past, they might have thought, like, self-love was just like, you know, they look at things like, does a girl go get her hair done? Are her nails always done? Is her makeup always on? What kind of clothes is she buying? Like, what is she wearing? And then for themselves, they would think about, like, oh, is my edge up right? Is my skin clean? Is, like, but not in the sense of, like, I want to be healthy, in the sense of, or, like, I want to go work out. It was like the intention behind it. This person was like, it was just to attract people. It was just to make myself feel better and look better. It wasn't like, I want to go to the gym because I want to have a healthy body. I respect my body. I want my body to last. That's longevity. That's me building myself. That's not what that person, they were just like, gotta get ripped, gotta look good for the ladies, or, I want to look good when I take my shirt off. It wasn't about actually building health for themselves, and in turn building wealth for themselves by investing in their body and investing in themselves. And also, this person is expanding in the sense of that they're realizing that their mental and emotional health matters so much so much more than what it looks like to have a certain person on their arm, or the people that they surround themselves with. Yeah. Exactly. They're really paying a lot more attention to their emotions now, and to their emotional wealth and health, and understanding that in that way, they're having true physical abundance and health, and having true physical wealth, is actually um, going to be directly correlated to how they emotionally feel about themselves, and how they're emotionally taking care of themselves, as well as, like I said before, what they're realizing, that's what I want for myself, and that's what I want in a partner. I want in a partner a person whose physical outside matches what's really going on inside. And they're realizing, I need to be that way too. I need to be that way too. Yeah, I'm getting, like, big, like, kind of like ex-player vibes off this person, or like ex kind of, like, just like not the most healthy in relationships, not really interested in the most healthy relationships, include not just love relationships, but friendships and people they kept around them, business relationships. It was all about, on the surface, it was all just surface level stuff. Yeah. So now this person is really putting in the work to balance themselves out on a deeper level, emotionally as well as spiritually. I feel like this person is kind of dipping their toe. See how the angel there is dipping their toe? This person is dipping their toe into some form of, like, spirituality as well, as a part of their awakening. They're kind of awakening to something a little bit deeper, and they're also awakening to the fact that they need to be more discerning about who they give their emotions to, and who they give their emotional wealth to, right? Also, who they share their physical wealth with as well. Okay. Okay, good for you. This person still suffers from some fears, some insecurities, some anxieties, but they're working through them. That's why they're working. They're working on themselves to realize that their intention, right? That they, in the past, they would have been like, no, I'm not insecure. Look at me. Look how good I look. I'm not insecure. Look at my bank account. I'm not insecure. Look at my cars. Look at my clothes. Look at that kind of stuff. Like, look at the people I surround myself with. Look at the city that I live in. Look at the places that I go to. Look at the parties that I'm invited to. Like, I'm not insecure. Why should I be insecure? And this person is realizing that clinging on to all of those attachments to those things was exactly the example of, I'm freaking insecure. Like, this person looks back on old pictures or old, things that they reflects back on what they used to do, and they're just like, all like, before I was like, ooh, flex, flex, flex. He's like, now, or this person is like, now all I do is look back and think, ooh, cringe, cringe, like, ooh, cringe, like, ooh, I can't believe I was doing that, because this person knows, because they've worked more on themselves emotionally and they've matured a lot more emotionally, they can look back on themselves and they know, they're like, you thought you were doing it because you look cool, but I know that you were doing it because you were actually really insecure inside, right? So that's why this person feels like cringe when they think about the past and they think about like decisions that they used to make, but they're not really, they're past the stage where they're like blaming themselves or shaming themselves. They're just kind of like, ooh, I don't want to go back there. So this person definitely is working through, because they're realizing, wow, I was doing that because of my insecurities, because underneath it all, I was actually very insecure about who I was as a person, which is why I was like, it's just about the outside, right? But this person realizes that when they change the intention of what they're doing and why they're doing it, because they're realizing, not, like, some of the things that they were doing is fine, like going to the gym, working out, dieting, doing those things, caring about their health, caring about their wealth. There's nothing wrong with those things, right? But the intention and the reasoning behind why you're doing it and how you're doing it and what you're using to help you do that matters so much more than the results, right? Because the results are going to directly reflect the intention that you're really putting inside of it. And this person's like, it's no wonder to me that I was really, that all the things that all the things that I was chasing after just led me to feeling more insecure, because I was chasing after them because of my insecurities, right? So this person is doing a lot of self-analyzing, and they're doing a lot of like internal like work on themselves. Yeah, and this is all a part of their destiny. This is all a part of their healing. This is all a part of them finding themselves. Yeah, this is all a part of their finding their truth. Now that was like what's going on in the past. Yeah, so because of what's going on in their past, they're realizing, right, again, I need to protect my emotional health and my emotional wealth. I really feel like this person dealt with some very, like, this person could have dealt with some like narcissists, or they could have dealt with some very like draining people in their past, emotionally draining people. Yeah, exactly. Queen of Swords. And they've learned how to put up those boundaries in their life, and they've learned how to say no. They've learned that no is a complete sentence. And the more that they learn things like that, the less confusion. 27 down on the clock. The less confusion and the less, like, yeah, imbalance. Right? The less confusion and the less imbalance that they find in their lives. Yeah. And so they kind of feel like the Wheel of Fortune came out in the kind of neutral position here, because I don't want to call it, because sometimes when cards come out like this, I'll call it the block position, but it kind of really sat in my spirit as like a neutral position. Like, this person feels like they're in the process of a Wheel of Fortune turning into reverse, and kind of going upright. They're like, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm really working on really following my destiny, right? This person is really trying really hard to kind of like, they're trying hard to like sneak away from their past, but they feel like at some point there's something in their past that might catch up with them, or that might, kind of, yeah, which is why they're at a distance. Yeah, that's why this person's saying, like, I'm at a distance right now because there's still things that I need to walk away from. There's still confusion, there's still lessons, there's still other things that I need to work on. There's still things that I need to cut out of my life, right? Because I was trying to sneak away from my past and kind of like ghost out or not deal with things. And now this person is realizing, like, I'm going to have to deal with them, whether or not he's actually physically still in the situation, right? But if I want my ultimate happiness, if I want this energy here, there are things about my past that I'm just going to have to like this person is just saying like, man up and deal with it. Like, I'm gonna have to face, like, I'm gonna have to grow up and deal with some of the things and some of the situations that I created in the past for myself. Yeah, because that's how this person is going back and finding the healing that they need. You know, this person could, you know, if this person struggled from any kind of like actual physical addictions, they could be going through some kind of program or doing something like that where they're going around apologizing to all the people that they hurt. Or if they're even not doing like an official program, they could just be kind of holding themselves more accountable for their past actions and kind of being like, I'm sorry that that happens. Yeah, there it is. There's that queen. There's that king of wands. So that's what they're working on right now. They're working on standing in their truth, defending their emotions, standing, you know, standing where they are and saying no. Like I said, no is a complete sentence. No, I don't have to do that. No, I don't have to be a part of that. No, I don't have to accept that behavior. No, I don't have to want to do that. No, I don't want to have to stay the same. I can be whoever I want to be. I can go in this direction and you're going to be okay. You'll be fine. So that's where this person is. This person is on the journey to becoming this emperor because they are learning this lesson here with this king of wands. And when they're learning this lesson of of kind of reflecting back, going back, standing up for themselves, now that they're on this journey here, these seeds are being planted here, right? And they're kind of patiently waiting for them to, but they're not just standing there waiting, you know, they're understanding that they're going to have to do this work on themselves. They're going to have to do this. And there is this energy of here, like, when things are right, I know the right person is going to come into my life. As long as I keep working on myself and I keep showing up for myself and I keep being there, I know this right person. I'm going to align with the right person, you know? And for some of you, they're realizing they really identify you as the emperor. So they're like, I need to get on my emperor shit if I want to be able to be in this person's life. Okay. And for some of you, they're just like, I know I want to be an emperor because I'm trying to go towards attracting an empress, right? They feel this soul drive inside of them to kind of go ahead and learn these lessons and do what they need to do so they can stand up and be this much more attractive energy in the sense of positively like making their energy where they're, you know, they're kind of like yeah, they're showing me like changing from like a negative to a positive. So instead of attracting negative things, they're trying to get into a mode where they're giving to themselves in a positive love and light sort of type of way so they can attract more positive things into their life because they're realizing like attracts like, right? Like attracts like. If I work on the interior, the exterior is going to reflect that. And the more I work on my interior, the more I'm going to positively attract, you know, the more positive energy that I flow into myself, more actual healthy positive energy, not the way that I thought was positive in the past, but what's truly actually positive, what's truly actually healthy, what truly actually boundaries really are, you know, what standards really are. And they're kind of rewriting all those old paradigms in their life. Yeah, good for them. Yeah, just yeah. Yeah. So this person's like, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Don't feel abandoned. Don't feel alone. Work on yourself too, right? And we'll meet each other out there. Is what this person is like. You know, you work on you, I work on me, and we'll come together. It's okay. So don't feel abandoned. Don't feel rejected. Don't feel. Don't give in to any. Yeah, because this person is saying like, I'm going. Like I'm maturing. Like, right. Like I said, they've already gone from the ace. From the Ace of Wands to the Page of Wands. Here it is. This Knight of Wands energy is kind of floating around on the back of the deck. They're making it up to this King of Wands energy. And I really think it was really about them putting up these boundaries, learning how to put up these boundaries and really defend what they want, who they are and who they want to be. Because I feel, I know you might not want to hear this because this is kind of possible like future drama, okay? But I feel like a part of the relationship or the part of the connection that's going to be really that is really important, which is why this person is learning this lesson now. This person needs to learn that when they want something, that they'll fight for it. When they want something, that they'll stay determined for it. Because this relationship is going, you know, it's going to be asking them to really step up, to say, no, this is my partner and this is who I've chosen, and I don't care who you think about it. I don't care what my past self would have thought about me being with a person like this. You know, this person could have been really surrounded by a bunch of people that if the two of you had come into union, they'd be like, are you serious, fam? Why would you ever even turn your head and look at this person? Are you joking? So your spirit guides are saying, you're welcome. I got all those shitty ass people out of this person's life. And the people, like their friends or their family, that perhaps maybe, this person doesn't necessarily want to cut out. They are learning how to set up really healthy boundaries in between themselves and this person and being like, no. So when you come into their life, a lot of people might be kind of still kind of being like, you've changed so much and you're doing this and you used to be that and that used to always be the way that you are, and now you're somebody different, and now you're dating this person and that's completely nothing like you were in the past. And this person's like, exactly, that's exactly the way I want to be. So bet, like, if you want to be in our lives, you accept this person, you love this person, that's it, point blank, period. That's the choice, right? You're either positively adding to our lives or you're gone, period. That's it. That's the choice. Because, and your spirit guides are like, that's the only way, baby. That's the only way, okay? This person better not bring no fuck shit over here. But it's not just about your relationship. It's also about this person having a positive relationship with themselves and the people in their lives, right? It's also about this person learning their own worth, learning self-love, self-gratitude, giving to themselves. And again, not being any kind of people pleaser, not changing who they are based on what other people think they want to be. Again, we've been talking a lot on the channel here about the fact that we are not responsible for living up to the versions of us that exist in other people's minds. That's not my problem. That's not my business. Okay. So I really feel like that's a big, like, whatever expectations you put on me, whatever you thought that I was, I am not that. And I'm not going to be that. And if the only way I can be in your life is that I am that, then goodbye. Then goodbye. Those are the choices that you have. Sayonara. See you later. Yeah. This person might be a fan of Marvel, or they might have watched that Moon Knight series, okay? Or they might have some, like, their life or their environment or something like that might have some kind of connection to that, because I just heard that latest Gators, like, yeah, and that just reminded me um, of Moon Knight. So, yeah, I keep hearing that Kylie Ray Jenner, not Kylie Ray Jenner, what am I saying? What is her name? Her name was like Kylie something. Anyway, she sings that we reached the moon. Do 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 do. Anyway, whatever. It's just like, I'm coming back for you, baby. I'm coming back for you. Like, I keep hearing that. She's all, which I didn't realize. She's also the same girl that sang that "Call Me Maybe" song. Did you guys realize that? I didn't realize that. I didn't even know who sung that song. And then I put two and two. I was like, wait a minute, that's the same girl. Well, she's a woman now, obviously. But anyway, yeah. Actually, well, she was only like 15 when she put out that song. I don't know why everybody like shot on her so much. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. You guys know how it is. I had to go into a tangent at least one time during my video. Okay, thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate you. As always, if you like the video, like it. Okay. If you are not subscribed to the channel and you're digging the vibe, go ahead and subscribe and join the tribe. Okay, thank you guys so very much for being here. As always, I want to thank your guides and ancestors for guiding you here to get this information. I hope this gave you the love, light, and clarity that you needed or that you were looking for. Thank you guys so very much. And also, okay, I want you guys to understand that if you are listening to this reading and you're thinking, oh, that person hurt me so bad, oh, that person did that, that's not the person I'm talking about. The person that hurt you so bad, the person from your past, the karmic energy from your past that did all this, this is not this person, okay? This is a person that's actually changing and actually growing, okay? So if you know that your past person is still on their same ish, if you know that they're still with their karmic and they're still doing their BS and doing all of that, yeah, that's not this person, right? I really don't get a vibe that this person hurt you. So if in your mind you're thinking about, oh, well, that has to be my karmic ex and they're trying to come back around and I don't want to be with them anymore and that's not what I want anymore. Or if you had a person that you thought was a twin flame or you thought was a soulmate, but they turned out to be somebody who was really hurting you or keeping you waiting or doing any of that stuff, Spirit is saying that you need to break your obsession with this past person. that you need to break away a soul tie here. There's a connection here to where you are watching videos, and even though it is a person that you don't want to be with, you constantly are thinking and referencing and putting that person into the videos, making it fit into it being this past person, because there's a part of you who is still not healed and wants this past person to come back and change. That past person is not going to change. That past person is a past person for a reason. So stop watching videos and being triggered and thinking that we're talking about your past person. I'm not talking about your narcissist ex. I'm not talking about that false twin flame. I am not talking about that person. Okay. So if this is a person that hurts you, stop thinking that's this person, because that's not this person. Okay. So that's just a little bit of something the spirit is like, please stop thinking about that person. Like, please, for God's sakes, stop watching readings and thinking about that person. If you're watching readings about people coming back towards you and yada, 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 or if you're still watching readings about what the past person thinks of you or how they've changed or if they're coming back towards you, stop. Please stop. Please, please stop. Give your energy to new energy. Right? And if you're really sitting there saying, I don't want that past person to come back, then as soon as that past person might flop up in your mind, immediately tell yourself, it's not them. It's not them, because I don't want them anyway. This is a new person. This is somebody different. This is somebody new. Right? Because if you keep assigning this energy that you're reading as the past person, you will make it the past person. You will make this past person come back. In fact, when you do things like that, you're manifesting the past person to come back and try to reconcile with you. Okay? So really ask yourself, if you're sitting here saying, I don't want this person, they hurt me, no, yada, yada, and you feel the need to go down and comment, this person hurt me so bad, there's no way that I want them back. I'm not talking about them. And your spirit guides don't want you to talk about them either or think about them. There's some clearing that you need to do. All seriousness, you need to cleanse. You need to cleanse your aura. Look into doing some kind of, you have some kind of soul attachment to this person. You need to detach from them. You have some kind of soul tie with them. And we don't have to have been physically intimate with a person to have created a soul tie. But physical intimacy is the quickest way to create a soul tie with somebody from the past, okay? So if this past person is still coming back up in your mind, popping back up, if you're assigning them, even though this person could be saying, you're kind of like forcing it to fit into that past person. That's a you problem, not a reader problem, not a spirit problem. That's you. So you need to do something to change it. You need to know, if you really want the past person to come back, then that's that, right? If you don't want the past person to come back, then don't watch any readings that talk about them, or that when readings do come up and they pop into your mind, like I said, immediately tell yourself, it's not them. I'm not interested in them. And stop thinking about them and just move it to a different energy. Change up the energy. If you want something different, change how you view it. Okay? Change how you view it. Thank you guys so very much for being here with me again today. And I will see you lovelies in the next one. Okay? Bye!